Alright people, hello, and welcome back. So, we have two more people to show my poem to. I guess I'll just pick Natsuki. Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me, it's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't evoke any emotion. Oh wow, you're a douche! Then piss off if you hate my poem. So basically, it's not cute enough for your tastes. Do you want to get smacked? Oh my god. You're sassy. I'll pass. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. Oh, you're so fucking lazy. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try. But that's about it. That's it? Come on, put some more effort into that. D-, bitch. Yeah, I told you that's what you're gonna like. I like it. What? Just be honest, I am. Why are you so convinced I wouldn't like it? I hate it. I guess my character likes it though, I don't know why. Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But that isn't the point of people's poems, for people to express themselves. Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. I mean, the fact that my character is such a nice guy, and I commented of how bad her poem is, kind of makes me look like the douche, so if that's the case, sorry. But other nice things about simply writing that it just puts more weight on the wordplay. Like, I set it up for a rhyme at the end, but then I made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I mean, I just personally didn't like it. I don't know about you guys. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, guess not. I decided to humor her with the last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is really feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Interesting. Alright, all's left is Yuri. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time to her finish reading. Oh, sorry. I forgot to start speaking. Yeah, go with that excuse. It's fine, don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. Okay, she's apparently a computer. But then yet again, aren't all the characters AIs? Who cares? I'll shut up now. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through this. Ah, it's so bad. No! Did I just raise my voice? Oh, I'm so sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we haven't gotten anywhere. It may take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers, and having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick on them. I think the most noticeable thing I've recognized in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they fit the two together. The end results is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as easy as her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing a simple poem. Not just them and building them, but getting through to work and together is probably the most challenging part. It may take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a bit biased though. Yeah, I can tell. Biased how? What? Why am I questioning her? I already talked to Natsuki. Well, Never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, this is supposed to be a literature club. Okay, let's see what she wrote. Ghost Under the Light. Oh, I love how the music changed too. It's so enlightening. Ghost Under the Light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate behind my amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining street light to have withstood the test of time. The last year to be replaced by the sickening blue-green line of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air as to present my living in the past. The light flickens, I flicker back. I mean, I don't judge people's poems at all, but this seems a lot more enlightening, like kind of like spiritually, you know? That's my feedback, personally. I'm sorry, I have such terrible That's not terrible handwriting, my handwriting's shit. What? I wasn't thinking about that at all, but it took you a long time to read. Well, I don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Eh? That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was very descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story about ghosts and at all. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experience in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her remaining place of comfort, unable to go into the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I haven't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. Well, it makes me happy to think you like it. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on those things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll keep trying. I'm counting on you. Phew! I had to read all those girls' poems. Oh my god, so much reading. It's not that I don't have a problem with reading. It's just I just don't like reading for a long period of time, which is why I stumble on words all the time, like in games like Undertale. I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little bit more stressful than I anticipated, you think? It is as everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. It's a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayuri and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressive change. Natsuki's eyebrow furrow in frustration. What does that mean? Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk and what's wrong with her? Come on, don't be a douche. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism of something? It's clearly about feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Eh? You mean you have to try hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. Humph. If I was actually looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. You're so mean! Fuck off! Which people did, by the way. Sayuri liked it, and Apple did too. So based on that, I'm gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Apple liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Why did the music stop? Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Eh? That's not what I... You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Apple appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No, if I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Is everyone okay? Well, she says that and just runs away, okay. Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Apple started showing. What? What did you just... Okay. Natsuki! Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly, both girls turned towards me as if they noticed I was standing there. Apple! She was trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate the simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have been happened in the first place. What's the point of making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should just jump out as a reader, not force them to have it figured out. Help me explain that to her, Apple. Wait, there's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's only a way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Apple? Well, oh shit. What would I do? How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whoever I'm agreeing with, they'll probably think So, of course, that's going to be... Help me, Sayuri. I don't want to do this shit. Natsuki glares dry up me into my mouth. So instead I turn to Yuri. But Yuri's expression is so defenseless, I can't bring myself to say Sayuri! Eh? Yeah? Everyone's fighting is making Sayuri uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like this? Apple? Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her. I agree. It's unfair to others to inject their own feelings into our conflict. Yeah, unless Sayuri wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she's being. She would never. It's your immaturity that makes her upset in the first place. Can you just stop fighting already? Jesus. Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why nobody likes... Stop! Natsuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems, they're amazing because they give so many feelings with just a few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone's so talented, so why are we fighting? Because, well, also, Natsuki's cute and there's nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's boobs are the same way as they always were, and big and beautiful. Sayuri stands triumphantly. Monica stands behind her in bewildered expression. I'll make some tea. Yuri rushes off. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So, this is why Sayuri is the vice president. I whisper to Monica. She nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader. I can organize things, but I'm not very good with people. I could bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing of me. Nah, it's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Well, I guess that means Sayuri is amazing in her own ways, isn't she? You could say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. I take good care of her, okay? I wouldn't hate to see her get herself hurt. That makes the two of us. You can count on me. Monica smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Oh, I think I like her. Oh, God. She's a genuine person, really does make a good president, regardless of what she says. If only I could get the chance to talk to her a little more. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. Apple, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was neat It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome! In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow, and maybe you'll learn something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a bit more than the kind of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those who I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Apple, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayuri beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayuri and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayuri, what happened earlier? What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've ever seen them fight like that. I promise they're wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they make good friends with you. Phew! You know, Apple, it's nice that I get to spend some time with you in the club, but I think seeing you get along with everyone, it makes me feel the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. That's... Every day is going to be so much fun. It looks like Sayuri still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? Well, just to see what the future holds, Sayuri. I pat Sayuri on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her. But it's easy to use Sayuri as the more internal monologue sometimes. Okay, yeah, let's do this. So what now? Oh, I gotta write another poem. Why do I gotta write another poem? I just wrote one. Alright, whatever. Portrait. Kawaii. Fireworks. Grief. Playground. Wrath. Melancholy. Shame. Rain cloud. Marshmallow. Breathe. Pink. Cry. Starscape. Fantasy. Misfortune. Romance. Determination. Fear. Suicide. Why was suicide the last option? What the hell? Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple of days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi, Apple. Yo, Sayuri. Looks like you're in a good mood today. Hey, I'm just still not used to being in the club, that's all. I see. That's a pretty simple thing to you in the good mood, but I see it always the simple thing with you anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. Eh? That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't you take a look at my purse, Sayuri? Oh, your purse, not my purse. I'm not a girl. I can assure you guys that. Eh? Why that all of a sudden? No reason really. I just wanted to look at it. I want to steal your money, that's why. Sayuri nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. She turns it upside down and content spills onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayuri. That's not fair. How'd you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming into the club room. So either you're hungry or want an excuse to take a walk. Or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. And so, that only leaves you one option. A what? I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that makes you deserve to feel guilty. Yuri suddenly giggles. Eh? I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face was in her book as always. I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book. Yuri, tell Apple to let me borrow some money. Don't get me involved in like that, Sayuri. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. That's true. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed into my book. I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. There's no way you could think that. You were right, though. I did something bad and now I have to accept the retribution. That. Still coming from you, Sayuri. I guess that's the little devil inside us, isn't there? Don't let her fool you. Syria knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But, you wouldn't have to come here if it were for the cupcakes, so I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me one more credit than that, Sayuri. Hey, pwop! Wait, what? Did I just smack her? Ka! Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayuri in the face and tumbles onto the desk. Ow! What was... A cookie! Sure enough, it was a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayuri glanced around. Is this a miracle? It's played. I paid my retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. I was just gonna give it to you, but then I heard you blab about the cupcakes, so I was worth seeking your reaction though. Natsuki, that's so nice of you. I'm so happy. Sayuri hugs the cookie. Oh, why are you hugging food? Well then, yet again, I'm wearing a Food Man shirt, so I probably would do the same thing. Jeez, just eat it. Sayuri rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. So good. Oomph. Sayuri suddenly claps her hands over her mouth. I bit my tongue. You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. At least yours is really good, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez. Beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah? Why don't you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy you shared this one with me. Sayuri gets out of her seat, goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her. Ah, jeez. I get it. Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayuri off to her. Sayuri suddenly leans down and then takes a bite out of Natsuki's. What the? What? Hey! Did you seriously just do that? Mouthful, Sayuri trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monika, can you tell Sayuri? Natsuki glances around. Monika is in the club room. Ugh, where's Monika anyways? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She's probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. That's true. Excuse me? Suddenly, the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Ah, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Monika chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. But boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monika quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyway? Well, my last period today was a study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must have not heard it, since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monika. I don't really. I just kind of started recently. I always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool! You could play something for us, Monika. Monika looks at me. Maybe I once get a bit better, I will. Yay! That sounds cool! I also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Apple. Monika smiles sweetly. Why did she just push all her friends out of the way? Like, get out of the way, I'm trying to flirt. I didn't mean to any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I'd really love to change to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks! So I didn't miss anything, did I? Not really. I chose to leave out of Sayuri's mysterious escapade. I'm not sure if Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayuri somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri is back to her book, and Natsuki disappears into the closet. Apple! Yuri suddenly comes up to me. I'm gonna get some supplies from the other classroom. Want to come with me? Supplies? What for? Well, you know, how the festival's coming up. Me and Monika are gonna make some posters and stuff. So I need to find some crayons and markers and glue sticks. Oh, excuse me. My throat's starting to crack. My voice is starting to crack. My throat can't crack. Ah, I see. Sure, I'll go with you. Yay! Okay, Monica, we'll be back soon. Ah, are you going with Apple to get supplies? There's no need to trouble yourself. I'd be happy to go with him. Oh, hello. Are you trying to steal me from you? What? Oh, but I want to go. It's so much fun exploring empty classrooms and stuff. Yeah, sure it is. Okay. It was just a suggestion. See if you can find a poster and paper too, okay? Okay. Ready, Apple? Yep, let's go. Sayuri and I exit the club room. I follow behind Sayuri, hums and skips around the hallway. Honestly, it feels like I'm taking a kid to the mall or something. Sayuri finds the pleasure to the simplest things sometimes. Hey Sayuri, what exactly were we doing for the festival anyway? I'm not sure how we're gonna make an event out of literature. Make me and Monica have it all planned out. Don't you worry, is that so? Yup. We're gonna do a poetry performance. A performance? Of what kind? Well, everyone's gonna take turns on stage and recite their favorite poems. Ah, that sounds kind of dull. Apple, you're not thinking about it the right way at all. It's not just about reading poems, it's about performing them. Like you said, the lines of poems like, between my feet, the last remaining flower beckons to me. I twist the stem, freeing to the clinging roots, caressing the final joyous moments between my fingers. But to what ends I have summoned to this joy? For now I look in every direction, once prosperous field before me, but it's a barren wasteland. Like that. Sayuri, how do I put this? I'm sure it's just me, but it's impossible for me to take you seriously from when you talk like that. You meanie. I'm working super hard on this, you know. I did not understand anything you just said. I know. I just meant that for a pretty unordinary contrast to your cute self. Don't say that. That's embarrassing. But I guess that means I'm doing a good job. Yeah, I guess so. I'm so excited. The festival is going to be so much fun. Sherry spins herself on the hallway again. Hey, Apple. This classroom over here is so empty. Let's begin the mission. The mission, eh? It's been a long time since I spent the time with Sayuri like this, but in the end, something has changed. She hasn't changed one bit. She's nothing but a small ball of sunshine, drawing happy vibes from the world around her. It's a pretty nostalgic feeling for me. As the years went by, I began to hole myself up in my room more and more. So going on adventures with Sayuri brings me about the special sort of feeling I forgot I had in me. Okay, I have to end that there. It's almost a half hour. Thank you guys so much for watching this. I'll see you guys next time.